Premenstrual syndrome, or PMS, is something that most women are familiar with. It's a lot of different things that happen to you and inside of your body and make you feel a certain way in the days to week leading up to your period. You might notice that you're more irritable than usual, you're anxious, you're bloated, you may notice changes in your stool, like you're constipated or diarrhea or have diarrhea, you have a headache, you have a backache, your breasts are tender. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. These symptoms can be associated with other medical conditions, but sometimes it is just as simple as the fact that it's that time in your cycle and you experience these things before your period starts. And then sometimes they can persist through the week of your period, and then it usually stops by the time your period's done. So if you've noticed that you're having severe symptoms, you're concerned about like maybe your mood, you're extra irritable, or you're a little bit depressed at certain times of the month, or you've noticed these other changes that I discussed before, my suggestion to you is that you start keeping a diary or a log of when these things happen in the month, how long they last, how severe they are. And then after you've collected some information over, 4 to 5 months, you can look back, and if all of these things are happening during the same week each month, the week leading up to your period, then chances are great all of these symptoms are due to PMS. And this can be really helpful for you in your personal life as well as with relationships, because maybe you notice that like you get in a fight with your significant other at the same time each month, and it might be over small little things. And so maybe then if that starts to happen, if you recognize this after keeping a journal, then you can be a little more level-headed and know that like in a week, hopefully those small things won't matter as much to you. There are a few lifestyle modifications you can make to maybe decrease the severity of symptoms. Some women notice success when they exercise and eat a good diet. Like if you bump up your protein intake and decrease your intake of sugar and caffeine, which is actually what you usually crave when you have PMS, make sure you're eating a healthy diet full of whole grains, lots of fruits, lots of veggies, lean protein, healthy fat, low-fat dairy, and trying to cut out sugar. See if that helps. I mean, not totally. It's okay to have a piece of chocolate every now and then. You need that. But make sure you're eating a healthy diet. Exercise can do everyone wonders. And sometimes you feel tired and bloated and sick. You don't want to exercise in the days leading up to your period when you're on your period, but you should. Try to get 30 minutes of moderately intense cardiovascular exercise on at least 3 to 5 days of the week, and also mix in strength training, and you'll notice a lot of physical, emotional, and mental benefits from doing this. If these symptoms seem to be happening at all times of the month, it's not just narrowed down to like the days or week leading up to your period and while you're on your period, then talk with your doctor, and after asking you more specific questions, they'll decide if maybe they're due to another underlying medical condition. And especially talk with your doctor if you're struggling with depression or anxiety that's not just mild and associated with PMS. If you have more questions in the future for me, please feel free to ask them on our Facebook page at facebook.com/Inner Mountain Moms, and recommend us to your friends and family too.